This is my story of triumph. This is my story of redemption and of glory. Hear me now. So, once upon a time, there was a young girl, and she was raised to love education and to go along the traditional path. However, when she grew up, she realized that there was much more to the world than what she had been shown, what she had been told. And she wanted to understand her place in this world. So she began to understand or look at her childhood and her identity and began piecing together things that had always never sat quite perfectly within her, but didn't know how to address them, didn't know how to get those needs met. And she began to realize that as she moved along this traditional path, more and more things just didn't make any sense. I mean, to come out of school and choose a career and work that career for decades of her life, it just didn't resonate with her. And this did not please her family of origin. And then she realized to raise children within the confines of what we see as traditional just didn't resonate with her. And this too did not please her family of origin. And then she realized we should talk about the things that have given sorrow to each and every single one of us instead of continuously listening to the narrative of one individual. No one else seemed to agree, and this did not please the family of origin. So, this girl turned woman decided it was time to move away from her home and into a life of independence. And this decision was made much easier because she had found a relationship that gave her so much joy and happiness, that finally felt like she was being seen. And this relationship was with another woman. You guessed it, this did not please the family of origin. But she thought, okay, it doesn't matter. I will make things work for myself. I will support myself. And I will be along my merry way. I have some talents, I have some skills, and I'll make it work. And she did. She made it work. She made, some money and was able to sustain herself without any input from her family, not for lack of wanting. She made it work. But for a while, it was very hand to mouth. It was very survival based. And it became difficult to see what the future would hold, whether that future would be one that would continue to be one of lack or one that would be prosperous as she had hoped and intended. Because although she didn't resonate with that traditional path, she very much resonated with stability. So, this girl turned woman continued to look into herself, and synchronicity after synchronicity stumbled along a path of self awareness through personal development and then spirituality. She found God. She found a group of people who introduced her to God. But really, God was within her the whole time. God was within every single individual that she had stumbled upon along her path. It took all of these efforts to be able to realize this. And then she realized that for so many years she had been fighting or opposing or challenging her family of origin for the way that they chose to do things, and wanted, most importantly, to be accepted for the way that she chose to do things, even though those ways were different. And she thought this must be what they call a generational curse. This must be one of those things that I have been born to take this family away from, to heal. But what she didn't realize was that the real generational curse that each of us has an opportunity to face is really that of the subliminal programming that is passed down through generations. What were you told about the world? What were you told about yourself? What were you told about what it is that you could achieve? It's not just, the messages of, oh, success is for those people, or, oh, you'll never amount to anything. It's also, you are selfish. You are no longer smart. You are impossible to deal with. It's the years of being told a single narrative by the people that you love most that you begin to internalize. Even though consciously you might reject them, you begin to internalize until they become so squished into your subconscious mind that you have to unsuppress them. So this was the question. What is it that you have been told? What is it that you have heard for many years that you now actually believe? That's the real curse. That's the real pattern that we're all facing. That's the only thing that separates a lineage of wealth and prosperity from a lineage of scarcity and limitation. What is it that you believe? Interesting, because synchronicity after synchronicity, one of my beliefs that I stumbled upon because of the many people along my path who have helped me discover more and more parts of myself, is that each of us individually are souls. We are points of light. And that goes for our families. The soul is eternal. The soul lives on and on and on for years, for an eternity. And with that being said, that means that in each lifetime, we've actually encountered each soul in our current reality several times, several years, several decades, several eons, again and again. And that goes for our family as well. The people that we are born into, they take up the role of being our parents, of being our sibling, of being our cousins, etc. But truly, at their foundation, they are points of light. Here simply to reflect another aspect of ourselves, to give us an opportunity to heal a certain pattern or lesson that maybe we haven't quite healed in the past. I believe that. And so, because I believe that, it becomes a lot easier to take things less personally. It becomes a lot easier to stop looking at things like generational curses as curses, because truly, they are nothing but lessons. They are nothing but gifts for our highest transformation. It's all about What do you believe? What do you believe? What is in your subconscious? Have you taken the time to pull out of your subtle mind what it is that you truly believe? Let's leave it there for now. I want to hear from you. What is it that you truly believe? What new realities have you created with your beliefs? I hope each and every single one of you watching this knows how many blessings you have in your life. And we'll talk soon. Om Shanti.